championship. The speed that we've shown, the execution that we've had has been pretty remarkable. I feel like we've had the best speed and have executed the best races out of anybody in the round of 8, and you just hope to keep doing that. And I think our group can. So this group is definitely poised to do it. We had a good shot at it last year, and I think we've learned from what kept us from winning a championship last year and have been able to apply it this year. Just have to go do our job Sunday.
Why now? Why do you feel like this team is executing as well as it is right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, you're always trying to find things that you can do, that make you better, whether they're speed on the track, whether they're at the race shop, preparation, things as a driver. And you just hope all those things come together at some point, and they all complement each other. And I think that's what's going on right now is everything's playing off of each other. Everyone's doing their job really well right now, and their confidence is high. And so all those things have kind of culminated into this moment, this weekend. And, it's one of those things that, like, you try to do every year, but it's hard to do. It's hard to get all those little pieces together and to where everyone's running on all cylinders. And our group is definitely firing on all cylinders right now, and proud of them for that, for sure.
What has this week of preparation been like from your perspective? Is it any different than weeks past? Has it felt different?
The prep work, I think, okay, maybe it's a little bit more extensive as far as, but I already do like all the stuff. Like I already go through previous races. Jonathan and I talk all week about what we're going to do, what the plan is, maybe just a little bit more in detail about, okay, little tiny things that, you try to think of these things in your head. Okay, what if this happens, right? What if this happens? What's our plan? So you just kind of plan a little bit more for things that could happen. I think that's more of the things that we've done differently than what we normally do, than what we did last week going into Martinsville, So you spend so much time already on preparing and planning and figuring out what you need to do. It's a little bit more for this weekend, I feel like, just in details, but at the end of the day, you're still racing like every week. You're going for a big prize. That's what calls for a little bit more discussion on small details.
You've had a lot of success here at Phoenix over the last few years, obviously. What's it about this track that you're just adapt to?
Yeah, this track's just kind of fit what we do in this car, especially. And even in the years past, we've been strong here in the older generation car. But especially in this next-gen car, we've been really strong. Had a great shot to win this thing in the fall last year. Had a good shot to win it in the spring this year. Hopefully you can bring that same speed and build on what you learned. But yeah, just whatever we do at our shop, just kind of fits this place. I feel like we always done a really good job, no matter what size track. If like two different ends of the speedway are very different, we do a good job of making both ends pretty good. I look at Texas, I look at Gateway. Here is similar to that. We just do a good job at it of figuring out what we need to be, travel-wise and setup-wise. So, it just fits kind of our thought process, and so that's pretty nice. Hopefully we can finally win one here. We've been close a couple times.
How much of it is mental? When you look at, obviously you're all great drivers and you have really amazing teams. How much do you think of it is going to be mental?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is. It's like, how do you handle the pressure of the moment, right? And I've always said, like, if someone tells you that there's no pressure in these moments, they're lying, right? I mean, there's always pressure in these moments. This is what you do. This is what you live for. This is your livelihood. There's hundreds of people back at the race shop that rely on you. So there's pressure there. But it's like, how do you accept that pressure, and how do you use it to your benefit with your group? So, yeah, I feel like, mental toughness is very important, especially throughout the race. Throughout this week, throughout the race, there's gonna come a time where not everything's gonna go perfect. You're not gonna be leading the whole race, compared to these other three guys. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get back to the front. So I think how you process that is like super important. So yeah, there's a big part of that.
In other words, you can't panic. If you panic, you're done.
Yeah, but that's with any situation, right? I mean, you panic, you lose focus, and you kind of become scatterbrained. So it's a big part of trying to stay calm and focused on the overall task. That's like the biggest thing. Don't get too caught up in like one little thing that's going on. Just try to focus on the end result.
Winning, does Team Penske winning the championship last year in the first year of the next-gen car give you any type of advantage on Sunday?
I don't think so. No, I mean, it's cool to have the opportunity to go back-to-back, right? Something that Penske's never done before on the Cup side. But no, I don't think with the 22 winning that championship last year, There's obviously good notes we can go off of, right? Like as far as coming back here, setup and stuff like that. But I don't think it's a huge advantage. You know, cars are a little bit different this year and stuff like that.
I know you've talked about.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.